what makes a good toddler routine? What are the elements of a good toddler routine? Toddlers love order. They're in a sensitive period for order. They need external order because inside, being a toddler is chaotic. One day they can't feed themselves with a spoon, the next day suddenly they can. One night they can't reach the top of the cubbies, the next day they can. And so they rely on external order to kind of keep things chill, to be able to relax, to be able to feel secure, to be able to feel like they understand the world and their place in it. So I've got about 5 or 6 elements of a good toddler routine that you can use to establish the best routine for your toddler. One is that routines are structured within free time, downtime. For a toddler, we don't want routine, especially at home. In a Montessori classroom, we have routines that help us transition from one period to another, and that is important. However, we have long periods of free time, of free choice, where it's unstructured playtime, unstructured work time for the toddler. And just like adults, we need that time where we are free to explore, where we are free to make our own choices in order to be happy. Your routine should be based on what you observe in your own child, what your own child thrives on. Take a day or two to observe what about bedtime is working right now. So for example, let's say you read a story before bedtime. Is that a pleasant, wonderful, joy-filled time? Then you'll definitely want to include that in your bedtime routine and work around it. It's important when you are considering the elements of your child's bedtime, dinner time, nighttime routine, that the events within that routine occur in the same order. So it's not just having a checklist. At nighttime, we'll brush teeth, we'll read a story, we'll sing a song, we'll wash face. You want those events to occur not always at exactly the same time, although definitely it should be near the same time that you begin your routine, but have the events flow in a certain predictable order. So have the same sequence. That's the word I'm looking for, sequence. So have the same sequence of events. First, we're going to brush our teeth. Second, we're going to get a glass of water to put next to your bed. Third, we're going to read a book. Fourth, we're going to sing a song. And fifth, we're going to do our sweet little good night tuck-in part of the sequence. Your toddler wants to be able to predict those events, and that will provide that sense of security, that sense of well-being, that sense of order that your toddler craves. Don't have a lot of transitions within the routine. So in that nighttime example, it would be very natural to brush teeth and then right then get the glass of water to put next to the child's bed. Whereas brushing teeth and then reading a book and then going back to the bathroom or kitchen to get water has more transitions. So you want the transitions that do have to happen with the same people in the same spot as much as possible, not changing back and forth between one parent and the other parent. In addition to not switching back and forth between spaces or between people, is not switching back and forth between the necessary energy for a task, the necessary energy that the caregiver has to give, and the necessary energy required of the child to complete that step of the routine. And there's no one size fits all because again, your toddler is a unique person, you're a unique person. So what task requires what energy depends on the people involved. And whether we want to flow from big energy down to low energy, which is definitely what's required for bedtime, but that's not true for every routine. So take a morning routine. Maybe a person that wakes up really slowly, that needs a cup of coffee to get going, that eases into their day. And your child may be the same. Or you may be an adult that wakes up ready to seize the day, has lots of energy and just goes. Your child may be a person who wakes up bouncing off the walls, ready to go. So your energy level might not need to flow from from big energy tasks or steps down to low energy if you've got a lot of flexibility if you're going to be home for a while. However, if your child has big energy and you want your child to be more in a calmer, relaxed state when he or she arrives at school or arrives at childcare, you might want to do the big energy task and flow towards progressively more relaxed, more calm tasks as they're getting ready to go out the door. But if your child's more the sleepy, wake up slowly type of child, you might want to do those lower energy tasks first and progress towards higher energy tasks. Now within that, some children require energy to do certain tasks and another child might not require much energy. So I can't offer you a list of big energy tasks or low energy tasks because we know for some toddlers it takes a lot of motivating, a lot of energy to get them to dress themselves. For others, it's really easy breezy, relaxed process. So you just have to know your particular child and maybe even your particular patient's level to know which tasks are going to be big energy and which tasks are going to be low energy needs and what order you're going to complete those tasks or steps of your child's routine to make it a positive experience. And finally, it is important to give your toddler some choice. And I'll link a couple good videos about the importance of choice for toddlers. But within the routine, you want to still be giving them some choice, not about whether to do the step or not, but just a small choice like, do you want this book or do you want this book? Do you want this song or this song? But just a few choices to give the child ownership of the routine, to help them learn to make choices, to give them a little bit of control over the routine. If you found that I left out some elements of a good routine for your toddler, please let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks for watching. Here are some other videos you might find helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.